welcome to the Animal Instincts Children's Self-Protection Teaching Course.
I'm Mary Stevens.
And I'm Jamie Clark.
My name is Antje Timmerman and I'm an instructor with Be Safe Manchester.
Garnsworthy. I run drumfit.ie, which is a recreational martial arts club in the wild west of Ireland.
My name is Richard Markham and I currently live in Wisconsin in the American Midwest, but I'm from London, England originally. Joined the British Army when I was 16 years of age, served with the British Army until I was about 21 years of age, worked in the security industry in London, but I've lived in America now for almost 30 years. I've probably been involved with the martial arts for about 35 years.
We teach Taijutsu, which is a martial art and self-protection system. We teach that in Manchester, and to all ages, all abilities. We've been going for quite a while now, and I think we're an important cornerstone in the North Manchester community.
My background, I'm a third degree black belt in Kenpo Jiu-Jitsu. I hold black belts in several forms of Karate Jutsu, Karate Do, Jiu-Jitsu. I study weapons, various weapons arts, Irish stick fighting, Kabajitsu, Arnis. I do bits of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo. I play basically every martial art I can and have done my entire adult life. Our goal in our club here is to engineer quality of life improvements.
Started boxing in the East End of London back in the 1980s and transitioned to kickboxing and traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu, but I did earn my black belt in Taekwondo under Warren Zeke, who's a 5th degree black belt in Taekwondo. But since that time, I've been cross-training in MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai.
All the things that you do, the way what you say and how you speak to children is so highly relevant. So when the Animal Instinct course for self-protection for children became available, that was absolutely a no-brainer for me to enroll into the first 2 courses in the Rabbit and Meerkat course. And I absolutely do not regret it.
Really researched very, very well. And you've looked at, from the kids' perspective, what is their day-to-day? The example being that car safety is something that I hardly really covered. So that was the main reason why I took it. I wanted actual applied day-to-day self-protection that we can teach to 5-year-olds from the get-go.
Trying to combat the myth about stranger danger was important. The reality of real-world violence is very important. I like your approach. Self-protection training should be honest, it should be relevant, and it should be fun.
The courses are a really, really good and holistic overview over self-protection knowledge that children basically need at certain age groups, starting from very young children when they pretty much are around their parents most of the time, to later on as they grow in their independence. And for each different age group, there's certain new challenges that children face in different environments, and these courses address that absolutely brilliantly in a very approachable way, both for me as an instructor, but also for students. So I can easily find a language on how I can share that knowledge with the students in my club.
I would say it exceeded my expectations in a lot of ways. Primarily in the approach to teaching. It's not this, I've never really liked the I know everything, you will do exactly what I say approach to teaching. I always prefer a much more conversational approach and trying, understand the student's perspective, where they're coming from, and then they can kind of guide themselves. So I want to see it as sort of lighting a fire, get them growing, and you never know how far they're going to take it. Animal Instincts really has this conversational approach, which draws out the triad of interested parties, right? So if we want a student to develop a child student, the three parties need to play a role here. The teacher needs to play a role, the student needs to actively engage, and the parent needs to reinforce that role, or the guardian. So what Animal Instincts does, from my point of view, or what I've seen so far, is that we really promote that approach. We approach it as a conversation. So you guys are raising conversational topics. You're not giving fixed viewpoints, and in doing that, treating it as a conversation, sort of guiding the conversation, you really do get the best of learning for everybody involved. And also that approach opens the teacher up to, we tested it in the club a little bit, and we found that there's just angles that I never thought of, things that I never considered. And it gives you a much better insight into where the kids are coming from, and that really helps to sculpt their learning plans as they progress.
The idea of trying to gamify some of the concepts that we're trying to teach for kids, because I want it to be fun. Unfortunately, some of the topics that we have to discuss are not pleasant. It is hard for me as a parent to talk to my children about some of these topics, and I think it's hard for every parent. But whenever possible, in our classes, we try to make it fun for everybody. Because I do want it to be a fun experience for people. And they do say that actually, when you gamify something, it's the best way to learn something.